You said in the book, at this point in my life, I can say that I have a deep sense of remorse for what happened to Tupac. He was a talented artist with tons of potential to impact the world. I hate that Tupac's family, friends, and fans, especially his mother, Afeni Shakur, had to go through the pain of losing her son. It's terrible losing people like that. I know that pain too well. However, I stand firm on the point that Tupac, Suge Knight, and the rest of those dudes didn't have any business putting their hands on my beloved nephew, Baby Lane, period. Then jumping on my nephew gave us the ultimate green light to do something to their ass.
Exactly.
So you have a sense of remorse for what happened to Tupac?
Yeah. I got a sense of remorse that happened to any brother. You know what I'm saying? We should stop all this bullshit with each other, black on black crimes. It's bullshit. We need to wake up our whole community.
Tupac was special, though.
And he was an asshole too. He shot a couple of cops. You know what I'm saying?
Protecting a black kid that was getting beat up by those cops.
Okay. Well, he shot a couple of cops. We ain't never shot a couple of cops. You know what I'm saying? He did some shit now.
You still see his music, 25 years later, people still love his music. His music is still being played in the clubs and on the radio and on people's playlists. Yeah. The message of upliftment, for black people is still rings very true and still very much needed. He talked about black presidents way before it ever happened.
But he put himself in that position. He did that.
There is...
People make mistakes, and I understand that.
And I've talked to different people about this. I've talked to the Outlaws, and I've also, I've talked to Mob James and some of the other guys. And people look at it differently. Some people say that he died gangbanging. Some people say he died just standing up for his homies. If you connect the fight at the MGM to the shooting that happened right afterwards, you could say that Tupac died gangbanging, because that situation with Orlando was a gang situation. And Pac wasn't a blood, wasn't, he was rolling with Suge and he was associated with it. You see what I'm saying?
That's like us. We not Crips or Bloods, but we could call 50 niggas up here and half of them be Crips, half of them be Bloods. You know what I'm saying? And these is all my homies that I'ma ride with. You know what I'm saying? It's the same situation. You know what I mean? Pac was riding with him. You know what I mean? Just like they was riding with him. You know what I mean? If some shit kicked off, niggas would have been the first to ride for Pac. And he was the same way. He was riding with his homies, whoever it was. He could have been with, whoever that day. You know what I'm saying?
And to break it down even more simpler, me and you become good homies, and you get into a situation and I defend you as a homie.
Yeah.
Take the gangbanger shit away. Yeah. Because you not a gangbanger, I'm not a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? But you own Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying?
Your heels.
And niggas is on your heels, and I ride for you.
Yeah.
Did I die for Vlad TV? You know what I mean? Did I die a reporter? Did I die, you know what I mean, a journalist?
I understand. Would you say that Tupac died gangbanging?
No, I think Tupac died because he put himself in a situation that he had no business. Tupac didn't have no business doing what he was doing. Right.
Which was a gang situation.
Which was a gang situation. He shouldn't have put himself in that situation.
But do you see what I'm saying, though? You put yourself in a gang situation, so aren't you gang banging at that point?
You got hang-arounds. I'm guilty by association. And that's what he was. He was guilty by association. Now, I'm not going to play the part just to fit in. You got money. And just like I said before, you can't go buy another Tupac. You know what I'm saying? You can't go buy another one of them. You got 15 Bloods right here. That this is what we getting our little change for. So this is Crip in Compton. We all Parus from Compton. Go get his ass for what he did. Tupac, you sit right here in his chair. You my money. Don't let him run off and go hit somebody he don't know nothing about. And that's why the man is not here.
You could definitely say that being around Suge and the
Was a bad
Pyrus
influence
rubbed
on
off
him.
on him. You know, he had Mob tattooed on his
But
arm.
he, to me, he's a set jumper. He New York, Baltimore, Oakland, L.A., Compton. God damn, how many tats you gonna put on you?
He never had a home base. He jumped around a lot. That's very true.
How many tats? You see what I'm saying? How many tats you gonna put on you? That's a set jumper. You know what I'm saying? You don't think so?
He moved around a lot.
Okay.
You know, he never had a home base like a Nipsey Hussle, who was, you know, rolling 60s his whole life.
Yeah.
You know, but people still consider him the greatest rapper of all time. Would you agree?
Of all time, that boy Drake, that Drake hard right now. That Drake
You put
hard
Drake
than a
over
motherfucker.
Tupac?
Drake is hard than a motherfucker. Yeah, he hard right now. Drake number one right now.
But Drake doesn't have that social message that Tupac had.
You right. He got people writing for him.
True.
Yeah.
Tupac wrote all his own stuff.
But that motherfucker, he hard. You got to give his props, man. That
is tough.
motherfucker
Yeah,
selling
absolutely.
motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he sang and rap. He's hard. You know what I'm saying? To be a pretty boy like that, yeah, I got him number one.
Okay.
Jigga, Tupac, Big. Them the top four, yeah. Yeah. Don't you think so?
I still put Tupac as number one.
That's your favorite.
Yeah. I'll still put Tupac as number one.
It's one of your, yeah.
Just like in reggae, I would put Bob Marley as number one.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Because I felt like it's one thing to be an artist, but once you have a message, it takes you to a different place. Because the struggle is felt around the world.
I just want to put this out to my peoples. We need to come together as blacks, stand together, build a foundation and stop gang banging against each other, stop destroying each other's life. You know what I'm saying? And uplift each other.